The ECR Group recognises the policy of labelling of settlement products does not intend to impose any boycott on Israeli exports. It does have the unfortunate consequence of unnecessarily stigmatising Israeli goods. And this is so even though the Commission estimates only 1% of Israeli products actually originate from the West Bank and the Golan Heights. The EU obviously already excludes exports from these areas from preferential treatment under the EU-Israel Agreement. But the problem is the EEAS background paper on labelling references EU consumer protection legislation, which outlines that, quote, the indication of origin becomes mandatory when the omission of that information would mislead the consumer as to the true origin of the product. We feel it's discriminatory against Israel. I mean, it's not being applied on Western Sahara, for example. And in fact, all it does is really isolate Israel, offend mainstream Israelis who do favour territorial compromise, which is very important, and encourage maximalist Palestinian positions. I think the key thing is it actually hurts Palestinians, as Ramon's piece touches on. It jeopardises jobs, as he said. But you know, the repercussions are not limited to Israelis. It does harm many Palestinian livelihoods. The 2016 SodaStream plant closure in the disputed territories cost 500 Palestinian job losses. Thanks very much. That doesn't help the peace process. It further poisons the well in this part of the world, and it isn't helpful. So we think it's oversimplistic, it's damaging, and it's a blunt instrument using across-the-board labelling, and it fails to do justice to the complexity of the conflict. And I think really that we need to revisit this flawed policy. Thank you.